Hello again, my garden friend. Today we are planting out some of my seedlings, bought seedlings. So I've got some silver beet and some spinach and some Asian cabbage, wongbok, Asian cabbage. I'm going to clear a bed to do that. I think I'm going to stick with a bed closer to the house, my little area off the back deck, because things like your spinach and your silver beet are good for just picking a few fronds, a few leaves to add to your dinner. So to be able to access them quickly is the best way to grow them, I think. And I've also decided, following on from my previous video where I replanted out my front street veggie verge patch, I'm going to sow some seeds and work out how to put a little shelf or something out the front there and just have some seedlings available for people to just come and pick as they need. So things like silver beets and lettuces and stuff like that that they can take home and put in their own little patch at home to grow on. I thought that was a fun thing to do, a fun idea. I thought that was a fun idea. Anyway, if you are new here, my name is Michael and I love all things gardening. So if you do too, you have come to the right place. Now let's get growing. First up is my seed sowing. I've got my things ready. Selection of seeds. I'm going to do some coriander. You can't see me. I'm going to do some coriander, some nasturtium. People can plant some nasturtiums at home because I had some seeds left over, and then my little thing of heaps and heaps of rocket seeds, and also some mini cos lettuce. They're good little seedlings that people may want to take home, and some sugar snap peas, because why not? I need to find a way of itchy eye. I need to find a way of being able to sow them in a sustainable way, if you know what I mean. I don't like using plastic. The horticultural industry is horrible with plastic use. Everything comes in a plastic pot. Obviously these are recycled. I'm recycling them from when I bought seedlings. But there's only so many that I have. I'm trying to think of another way. I could try and do like little paper pots. Yeah, paper pots might work, but hopefully they wouldn't break down too quickly. That's the only thing for people who are going to come and grab them and take them. I'll start with these plastic ones that I've got. Obviously, excuse me, these obviously aren't going to go very far. And they're quite large to sow a seed into as well, so I'm using more soil than I probably need to use. Go for it that way. Yes. You know what? I've also got hundreds of these, and I'm just going to use them as they are. People are going to get four of the seedlings. 4 free seedlings. I'll put these aside for something else, another project. I've got a little tray that'll fit them in. Fits them in perfectly. I've got some 4-cell ones, and I've also found some 6-cell ones. Now, get some mix. I'm going to add a bit of, just sprinkle a bit of coconut coir into it. Just like really break it up so it's like almost like powder. I've also got some vermiculite, which I'll add in to help with that moisture retention so they don't dry out too quickly. I've decided I've got so many rocket seeds, so I'm going to do one whole row of rocket and then one whole row of maybe just the mini cos. And we'll start with that, and then if that is a success, people will take them, then we can try something different. And I've got so many rocket seeds here, so I may as well use them all. You a fan of rocket? I like the peppery taste it has. Mix it in with a nice salad, or a bit of rocket on a burger is always nice. And then I'll just sprinkle a little bit of potty mix on top. Labels. I'm just going to use one for now so I know which row is which, and then I can get some paddle pop sticks. I want to try and be a bit more deliberate with these ones. You don't want them too close together, so maybe just 2 seeds in each cell. And the nice gentle water in. I love this. It's not sponsored, but Gardena automatic sprayer, my favorite. Just hold it down and it automatically sprays. Now to the greenhouse. It's a warm one today, 27 degrees, but in the greenhouse it's currently 36 degrees. So hopefully that'll be alright. I've got my veggie pod here, which is a mixture of things. I've got the leek. I did a video on my leek probably couple of months ago now. They're looking good, so they're staying. Lettuces are staying, but there is this old basil in here, which is going to seed as well. Very woody, time for that to come out. And an old tomato plant, which is, I think has had it. Don't know if you can see it. That's coming out. Try and give the soil a little bit of an amendment. And then I've got my seedlings that I was talking about, some silver beet, some spinach. And because the veggie pod is right by my back door, So I can just run out when I'm cooking and grab a few leaves of silver beet or some spinach to throw into whatever I am eating. Let's get it cleared. Weeds popping up. Got some lettuces here, but they don't look very good. I'm going to pull them out. They can go to the chickens. Got my seedlings. Oh, gotta get some compost. Got some compost somewhere. Oop. The problem with this cover is there's a breeze gets a little bit above, just slight, it blows over. The fun with bagged compost, you never know what is going to be in it. I don't even know what that is. A battery. A battery in my bag of compost. That's a bit not cool. Not cool at all. You know what I need to do is to focus a bit more on my homemade compost. Because who knows what else is in here if there was a bloody full battery. That was, do you know who that was? If you're in South Australia? I don't know if you're South Australia or Australia. They are South Australia. Pete's Compost. I think I'm going to be a Karen and write a strongly worded email about that. Would you write an email about that? Do you think it's worth an email? Finding a full AAA battery in your compost? I think that's probably worth an email. Let me know in the comments if you would write an email or you just not worry about it. What have I got? 4 silver beet. Chard. Probably don't need to put 4 in here. They will get quite large. Maybe just 2. 2 across the back where they can get nice and big. And then baby spinach. At the front here. Maybe just 2 of those as well. Put the others somewhere else. And I was going to put the Asian cabbage, which looks a bit sad because it needs some water. But maybe I won't put that in here. But there's definitely room for me to plant some other quick growing crops, so maybe some more lettuces. I could put in some bok choy, even something small that doesn't take up much space like chives, spring onions. Whilst I'm by the house, I think this bed is due for a tidy. This cosmos is getting big and not producing. I mean, it's still got plenty of flowers on it, but I think it's going to come out. You are coming out, cosmos. Oh. That big plant had this. This is the root system. This came straight out. Where can I put you? There's some strawberries underneath, which look like they've got a whole lot of runners going on. I might take some and pot them up. Look at that one. It's got roots, it's got new shoots. Get some free strawberry plants because I don't need them to take over this bed. And look at all the potential new plants it is producing. A few have already rooted into the soil, so I might leave those. But strawberry plants, if you didn't know, are perennial, which means they will live for more than 1 year. But they do lose their vigor as the years go on, so the strawberries start to reduce the amount of strawberries it'll produce, and the taste isn't as good. So what you can do is harvest, well, not harvest, you can grow on some new strawberry plants for yourself. So this one here, you can see, has already started to produce roots. It must have been sitting on the soil. So if you get some pots of fresh soil, you can, if they haven't produced roots yet, like this one, you would just sit it on the soil, and then if you've got like a little peg, you could peg it down and just leave it attached to the original plant until the roots do produce and it settles right in, and then you can snip this off and then you've got your own new plant. But this one, I'm going to, because it already does have roots, snip it off and put it into this pot and hopefully grow it on, and I have a whole new strawberry plant. And I can either plant these somewhere else or I could give them away. Whole new strawberry plant for free. I brought some pots and some soil, so I'm going to go through and see what I can find as I'm tidying this bed up. I want ones that definitely have roots already growing. I still had a couple of seedlings, my other silver beet and spinach. So I'm going to put them in here. Leave the eggplants for now, see how long they last. I don't imagine they're going to survive too much longer as the weather is definitely cooling down. I still had some onions from my other bed, so I thought, why not just plant them in between my silver beet and spinach? Are you a garden planner? Do you plan things out and draw maps and decide? I wish I was, but then it comes down to it and then I just am like, oh yeah, this will be nice here. I'll plant this here. And just hope for the best. Just stick these in here. We'll see what happens. That's my motto. We'll see what happens. So just before we finish up with this video, I want to show you my lemon drop tomatoes. We're right at the end of April and they are still producing these cute little lemony coloured tomatoes. So sweet. They probably won't produce for much longer, but I'm pretty impressed that they've been going for so long. Anyway, thank you for joining me. As always, I really do appreciate you watching my videos. Excuse me, talking with my mouth full. I really do appreciate you watching my videos, and I hope that you get something out of it and you enjoy it as well. If you do, be sure to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, say hello, let me know where in the world you are watching from, because I know a lot of you are from Australia, because I do Australian content, obviously being in South Australia. But if you are somewhere else in the world, I would love to hear from you as well, and what is happening in your garden. I mean, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you're coming into spring, so that's very exciting. Well, coming to the middle of spring. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And we'll see you next week. Bye.